And welcome to the Enrichment Center.
Hello everybody, this is Rise from SC2GG.com, and this is Commentary of the Week number 5. That's right, number 5. This game is FirebatHero versus YellOw ArnC. It's part of the Samsung Khan versus OG and Sparky's match, and it's actually set 3 of it. And I don't know anything else about the set because I didn't watch the entire match, as to not spoil this particular game. So I wanted to make sure that we did this as unspoiled as possible. I got Firebat-ex here with me. He's going to be my co-commentator. He's also a new commentator over at SC2GG.com. Firebat-ex, you want to give a little quick rundown of what you think, or where you're from, and how many commentaries you've done, and whatever information you want to give?
Okay, yeah, I'm actually from California, and I actually started doing commentaries. Basically, I was supposed to do them as first-person VODs, but I've never actually got my Camtasia to work for me, so I ended up just start doing like regular pro commentary games. So I'm a Terran player, so I'm definitely favoring FirebatHero up in this matchup, especially if FirebatHero's like strongest matchup is definitely TVZ, so I'm definitely going to favor him in this matchup. Cholera.
Cool. I'm actually Rise though.
Sorry about that. I'm kind of nervous right now.
That's alright, don't worry about it, man. Nothing to be worried about or nervous about. So yeah, a couple little quick stats. FirebatHero is 67% against Zerg. And actually, interesting thing about YellOw is he's actually almost 60% against Terran. I think versus Terran is one of his better matchups, so we could see a pretty interesting game here. YellOw, of course, is the Zerg player in the top left, FirebatHero, the Terran player in the bottom left. This is on Rush Hour 3. And it should be an interesting game. I think that this map is biased towards Terran just a little bit. So the fact that FirebatHero has a higher percentage win rate against Zerg, and he's got the map statistics in his favor, could put him at a little bit of an advantage against YellOw, and YellOw's going to have a tough time. What do you think? You think YellOw's going to be able to deal with FirebatHero's onslaught, or is he going to be left in the dust?
Well, I think YellOw is definitely a very good macro Zerg, but the map really does favor Terran, I have to believe, because the 2 bridges leading to your natural expansion definitely favor Terran, because that little choke, it's hard for Zerg players to get a good surround at the natural expansion. And looks like we're probably going to see a standard 12 hatchery build here from YellOw at the moment, because we haven't seen that spawning pool go down.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably right with that. I think that FirebatHero is going to go for a pretty standard opening as well. He occasionally will go for some crazy cheese or something. He did that in the game versus Jadong recently, actually. He did a somewhat proxy barracks, and then he did a bunker rush, and the 2 combined worked out really well in his favor. I don't know if he thinks he's got to do that against YellOw. YellOw not quite the same caliber of player as Jadong. So if he beat Jadong, I think he's got a real good chance of beating YellOw for that matter. But we'll have to see if YellOw can actually hold out with him. He is going to go for the 12 hatch, like you were saying, and he's going to send his scout out send his drone out to scout. Mixing the words up a little bit there.
Yeah,
and it looks like he's actually
drone, though, so.
But his Overlord's heading in the right way, so he's going to scout him pretty quick either way. But FirebatHero's going to probably have a Marine out just as soon as that Overlord gets to him. But yeah, so I don't think we got anything to worry about him. Do you think that if FirebatHero wins, he's going to do a dance this time?
Oh, I'm really hoping so. I love seeing FirebatHero's dances. They're probably the most humorous thing to watch, especially when they show like the opposite player, in this case YellOw, after if he gets danced upon. It's always just funny to see the loser have to like disappear and run away really quick. And it looks like FirebatHero's actually putting a refinery down. That's actually pretty funny. He's doing a little gas steal on a Zerg. That's kind of surprising.
He was thinking about it. He hasn't actually put it down yet. I saw him. Yeah, he also had the refinery selected. I'm surprised. I'm a little curious as to why he was doing that. Maybe he was just thinking about messing with him. Oh, 3 hatch going down in FirebatHero's face, so he's going to see exactly what's going on here. It's going to be some delayed tech. He's not going to get that refinery down, so I guess he chose not to go for it after all. And it looks like, oh, fast expansion going out for FirebatHero. So I'd say that's probably a decent move. As long as he throws down a bunker, he should be okay. But if we see mass links here, he's going to have to get some forces out to deal with that. You said you were a Terran player, right?
Yeah, I'm a Terran player. And I do think FirebatHero is going to have to put that bunker down because the Zergling production is going to be really, really high off those 3 hatcheries. And he might lose his scout right here, but FirebatHero has good enough micro to avoid it. And the Zergling speed should be getting up pretty soon. Well, actually, he should just be now getting the gas to get it ready. And the Academy's going down right now, so going to look for a standard Medic Marine build against this Zerg attack. So we'll see how it works out for FirebatHero.
Do you play much against Zerg when you do your 1 vs 1s?
Oh, yeah, actually my best matchup is TVZ just because I'm bad at mech control. And I don't know, I think TVZ is probably the most fun matchup because you can do so many things. Against Protoss, you really can't. But like when I'm going against Zerg, it's always fun because you can do like, you know, 2 port race and stuff like that, take out overlords. I don't know, I just always find the TVZ element to be the most fun way to play. And it looks like we're seeing the lair coming up here, so we're probably just going to see 3 hatchery Muta most likely. This map is pretty good for it because there's a lot of like bridges and stuff, so the Medic Marines can't really get a full shot in on those Mutalisks. But at the same point, you can't really harass the natural expansion much because all the Marines can just go up on top and shoot out your Mutalisks.
Yeah, it's a good point. The cliffs and the ledges are definitely for Mutalisk advantage for sure. I mean, every time that we see like Blue Storm, I always say how that map when it first came out was hugely favored towards Zerg. Ooh, a huge surround going on, taking out all those Marines. So those Lings doing a great job of harassing, and we are going to see a lot of Ling production here. He's going to have to lift off that command center, and it looks like he's got a couple of Firebats out, so he is going to be able to stop him from getting up his ramp, but that's going to be a huge economic slowdown for FirebatHero, and he's going to have to wait till he's got a decent-sized force, and a couple of Lings actually getting inside the base somehow. I'm not really sure how they managed to do that, but they're going to go down pretty quickly to a couple of Firebats. Stimmed Firebats for that matter, so those Lings not going to do much of anything, but still forcing FirebatHero to pull back. Now we see the Spire going down, and so FirebatHero in a little bit of trouble, but again, we just saw this happen in one of his recent TVZ matchups when he was playing, I can't remember who he was playing, but he lost his entire his natural base for I think a good 5 minutes, and took him a while to come back, but it looks like he's going to be able to take care of those Lings for now, but more Lings coming, so as long as he stays heavy on the Firebats for now, he's going to be in good shape, but he's going to have to get some turrets up pretty soon too, considering the Spire's morphing in.
Yeah, I know as a Terran player, like, that's the worst thing that can basically happen to you right there, because if like you have to like if your economy gets harassed right as it's like just about getting started, it really hurts you for a long portion of the game, because now FirebatHero is going to have his timing off for a good period of time. He's probably not going to have his turrets up at like the precise moments that he would normally have them, but it looks like right now FirebatHero is going out with a little bit of a force going towards YellOw's base, forcing him to put his Sunken down, but it looks like the Zerglings are actually going towards FirebatHero's base, and he's going to have to go up that ramp, but those 2 Firebats are going to block it off easily, but those Lings are just being harassing and just going to take out that Comsat right there most likely, or force him to cancel the Comsat, but that's definitely going to hurt because he's not going to have the intel he's going to normally have. Oh, the Comsat went off, never mind, but those Firebats probably must be hurting right now because there's not a medic with them, so they should be getting close to actually dying if he doesn't get a medic with him anytime soon.
Yeah, I think he's also going to have to go pretty heavy turrets here, considering he's so low on the Marine count after losing so many of those Lings, and I don't think it was a good idea to push in, and oh man, there we see 7-8 Muta coming his way, and he's just going to be barely getting those turrets up when that happens. Yeah, 3 up, but he does not have that many Marines out there. He's got 4 barracks now at this point, and he's going to drive off those Muta for a couple of seconds, but he's really going to have to get his Marine force back up and running, and you're right, he's got no medics. Well, he's got 2. He's got 2 that he pulled all the way back from when they were at YellOw's base, and now YellOw actually going to do a pretty good job, actually a pretty decent harass here, taking out plenty of Marines, and normally I don't recommend doing that, but the fact of the matter is that he does not have that many Marines to go fight him off, and oh man, the Lings are out there too, taking out turrets, so FirebatHero actually in a little bit of trouble here, and if YellOw can use this to his advantage and secure another expansion or something like that. But oh, a drone at the top right, or sorry, mid-rate is going to go down to the SEV, so he's not actually going to be able to expand there, which is certainly what he was going to try to do right there, and that's going to delay him a little bit more and give FirebatHero a little bit more breathing room to get some Marines and deal with this Muta harass that is continuing to pound his forces from on top of the ramp. And even though he's pretty well clumped up, I mean, those Mutas are doing a pretty good job of dealing with it. And now it looks like we're going to see a tech switch to lurkers.
Yeah, I definitely think YellOw should be focusing more on the main, because FirebatHero's turret cover at this point is like limited to none, basically. So if YellOw actually just went in towards the main, because